Huge round of applause.
Hi everyone, this is Stevie here from HFA Asia. Guess what? Today is my 23rd episode, and like what I say on my posting, this will be my last Facebook Live. The reason is simple because I think 23rd week, 3 weeks is a very long time, and I feel that I think it's time to move on to do another thing. And who is better to be my guest for this last episode is none other than Mr. Cyrus Ching.
Hi.
Yeah, and everyone call him, called Event Wizard, right?
Yes.
You have a nickname called Event Wizard. Very shortly, I'm going to let Cyrus share with you a little bit about himself. But for here itself, we are here at his office.
Yes.
Now his office in Old Klang Road, and especially not many office has this kind of setting. And you wonder why, right? Got event organizer, event wizard, got to do with cakes. So later we'll be explaining to you. But for now, okay, for you all in the audience, can you help me to like, comment, and share this Facebook Live? It's going to be my last one, but it's not going to be the end. Every time we need to move on to do something else, right? If you could like, comment, and share this Facebook Live, I'll very much appreciate this. Now, if you ever find that you want to ask us or ask me or ask Cyrus any question regarding whether cake or what, you can always do that also. But now I pass it to Cyrus. Cyrus,
Hi, I'm Cyrus. I'm owner of Bravo Events. So basically, I'm doing events for about 13 to 15 years. So now we pivot to something different. That's why we are here, and you see there's so many. This is not a dummy cake.
It's a real cake, okay? I
It's a
will
real
later
cake.
eat it to show that it's not
Yes,
a
yes,
real
yes,
cake.
it is a real cake.
Yeah. So now, for this itself, I want to ask you. Okay, today, what are we presenting first?
Okay,
Okay,
so
let's go one by one. Yeah. So
Yes.
what is this cake?
this is make fruit cakes. Well, usually I prefer to use everything fresh. That's why layer by layer with different mixed fruits inside.
Oh, inside have a mixed fruit.
Yes.
Okay.
Also on
So
top,
what is the base of that? What is, I mean, like
this is a sponge cake.
sponge cake, but with the mixed fruits inside.
Okay, correct. And this is roasted honey, salted roasted honey mixed nuts.
I always have a question is like this, like how can you make the fruits look so fresh and so like, is there anything that you do on that?
Honestly, I personally,
Yep.
you go to wholesaler to get really fresh fruits.
Ah,
That's why most of the ingredient I'll get my staff to go and buy.
okay.
But when it comes to fruits, I'll personally go
You
and buy.
personally go and buy.
Yes, I will check all the fruits.
Okay, question is because I also buy fruits at home, right? Some of the fruits can last longer than other fruits.
Correct.
Does it matter in this?
Yes,
Right.
honestly, yes.
Yeah.
So that's why, like for example, raspberry, I will not try to buy a lot, so it can't really keep.
Ah,
So strawberry, cherry, those can really keep.
I see.
So like kiwi, when you check, you need to really touch the texture. Whether it's still hard.
Which one will you prefer for cake purposes?
Usually I prefer more solid,
Solid.
so it can last longer.
And then when you like bake it in the cake, sometimes
stand.
how long can this cake last?
For fruit cake, usually it can last about 3 days. You can see a bit shining. I add
Yeah.
some coating. So
Ah.
for those fruit really cut.
I see.
I
Okay.
add another jelly coating,
Okay.
so it can last.
So my question is, before we move on to this cake, how many calories is this cake?
Well, when it comes to dessert, there's no calorie.
Oh, there's no calorie. Oh, I love it. You
There's
know,
no
that's
calorie.
why you are doing this.
That's why
I
all
love
happy
it.
food.
You know what calorie is this? This is called the love calorie.
Exactly,
Ah,
exactly.
Okay. How about this one?
This is something different.
Okay.
I name it 24 carrots.
Wow.
Basically, it's just a carrot cake.
Yes.
But I changed a bit of the recipe.
Mhm.
Instead of raisin, I changed to cranberry. So a bit sour, so not so sweet. And I added pineapple in between.
I see. I guess the whole idea of dessert is not only always have to be sweet, but
Yes.
playing with different
Correct.
tastes, right?
Correct.
Because some people, when it become very sweet, right, then people will like, after eat a few bites, they become very jelak.
Exactly.
You see,
They were like,
right?
okay, one small piece, one more piece.
I guess dessert food, or the best is you can play all the flavor,
Exactly.
and then nice, not nice, that's another thing.
Yes.
But the whole playing of flavor, you get so excited,
Correct.
Mhm.
So usually I'll prefer to use everything fresh.
right?
So certain thing I can't, for example, like dry apricot, I can't
I
use.
see.
But
Okay.
I'll try to use mostly of
I
the
see.
fresh ingredients.
Amazing. I can't wait to try the 24 carat
Mixed fruit cake.
and mixed fruit cake. And now today we are doing some presentation of this.
Okay, this is something very new.
Okay.
This is really brand new. Only because of today,
Oh!
I make this cake.
So it means no one ever have a chance to buy this before.
No.
Okay,
Even
so-
though
oh
my
my
team,
God.
myself, also haven't tried this before.
Oh my god! So
Yes.
we are the guinea pig. But the blessed guinea pig.
Yes, don't worry. But this is alcohol cake.
Alcohol cake.
This is called pina colada.
Pina colada.
So basically,
just like the
it's-
drink, right?
Yes.
Mm.
So I'm using layer by layer.
Mhm.
Actually, it's a butter cake base.
Okay.
I have pineapple infused into the cake.
I
So
see.
it baked together with pineapple. Then
Oh, you mean you bake together with
you
pineapple?
can see those pineapple.
Ah,
Those are
I
pineapple.
see.
After I bake, actually I inject Malibu and rum inside. That's what
So
it's
it means this one drink already can drive or not?
Can
If not 100,000, we cannot. No.
Today you big crab, so you should
Okay. How about the cream?
this is slightly different from here, even though
Okay.
they look the same.
Right.
This is cream cheese.
Okay.
This actually is pastry cream. I mix a bit of tweaks because pastry cream itself is very sweet. So I mix together with butter. So I add some salt.
Okay.
I also add some rum.
I see.
So the cream itself, it tastes a bit of rum. Actually, in between, I also cook the pineapple jam. Just want to try a bit.
Yes.
So that is a
It's actually taste. You like it taste. I actually kind of feel like the pineapple tart on top.
like the Chinese jam. So I mix together with coconuts.
Okay.
So basically, peanut butter tart is based on pineapple and coconut.
Right.
There's the two main ingredients.
And today, when I was telling Cyrus that we're going to do this very soon, I said, why don't you do it at my this kitchen? And I said, okay, why don't we do it? Because since last time we don't make it a bit more interesting. But when we are here, my team was saying, wow, this setting so good, so nice. Do you have a change of mind that maybe we can do it a few more times? I said, no thanks.
You can always
Correct. But probably I think we end up doing a cooking show already.
no, if you invite guests, also prepare dessert.
Precisely. And Cyrus is very thoughtful. Like what he's doing, especially as an event wizard, that he needs to be very thoughtful in every event that he did. And he prepared this nice apron so that we can actually look very good, pretend to look good, okay? So though, then they say, hey, then my team say, hey, are you going to cook? No, I just want to look nice, but can I look nice with
You
apron or
have
not?
to blend in, right?
So I think my impressions on you, later part I'm going to ask you a question while you start doing this, right? I think I did ask you a question regarding event, okay?
Right.
I asked you this question, I say, how come, like for me, when I organize my own event, right? I'm very sensitive to everything that's happening around me, right? And I find that you do have that also, which means you're almost knowing how is the sound, how is the light, how is the flow of people, everything.
Right.
I think this is very important for
It's
event.
actually very important.
It's highly important, right?
Yes, you have to be very alert what is going on because event is like shooting difference. Like now, I cannot anything mistake.
Correct.
So you have to be very alert during events.
Correct.
Once you have launched, you have to alert what is going on. You have to know VIP.
Correct.
Either it's arrived, not
Correct.
arrived. So everything you really have to be alert. So you can control the whole situations.
Isn't it?
Yes,
Right?
I agree.
I remember I asked you this question. How come there are a lot of people in the event do not have this? And I remember you told me that it somehow is also a flair or it's kind of inborn in you to be more sensitive because no matter what, some people will they only do one thing but they don't know what is going on there.
Correct.
What do you think about this?
Basically, I think events you have to be multi-talented as well.
Yes.
So you have to really alert with every single thing. I totally understand.
Right.
Because before I from my ex-events company, then there is a transition and break. So I manage some dance groups. So during those events company when they engage us and so on, right? At the backstage, they forgot to cue me to prepare dancers to come out.
Oh.
So they just give me a cue sheet. They say, oh, you have to follow a cue sheet.
Right.
But cue sheet is program is program. Anything can happen. So that after that, I have to be extra. Actually, I also be the part of the organizer. I will cue my dancer, but that's not my job because I only supply talents.
Correct. You only take care of your part.
Alright. They should come and cue me. Okay, Cyrus, stand by. 5 minutes. Your dancer to be out. Nobody can.
Because one person should be override command of the whole thing.
Correct.
And this person must be giving the authority to do that.
Correct.
No one should be doubting that because if not, right, there will be too many lions on the mountain.
That's why a lot of people think event is very easy job. So anyone that can start own events company,
Correct.
but actually first is how can you maintain your clients?
Correct.
How you can do a very good event that client remember.
Correct.
I think there's a lot of things that components become actually it's like a cake. So it's a lot layer.
All of effort, right?
Yes.
And most important is what? It's the love.
So to me, I believe when it comes to events, actually I tie back to a cake.
Yes.
This is like during the events,
Correct.
how its outcome come out.
Correct.
So this is preparations.
Correct. So I think because when you talk about event, I also get very excited. Later part we will say that how we made and how we started the first event. But I want to touch on one more thing is because why I now I design my own event, but I do also hire people here and there.
Definitely.
Okay, but somehow
That's why you hire me.
yeah, we work together.
Exactly.
So somehow I have this thing is like a lot of people in Malaysia when they do their event, right? I find that there's one missing link. The missing link is that they don't synchronize the team very well.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
so what I meant was that okay, let's say we do a guest B. Okay, so the guest B, to me, if I decided on guest B, from the dress code, from the team, from the performance, from the card, from the all these must be.
Even though for F&B,
Ah.
you job at the team,
Correct.
everything.
Correct.
Even though singles, what kind of
Isn't
song
it?
you need to select,
Correct.
the environment music,
Correct.
actually everything has to be linked.
The reason why we get this link because at any point of time, when the guest comes to your event, from the moment they start to walk in, all the way the experience until they leave,
Right.
they must feel the sense of harmony.
Correct.
Correct. But I do find that a lot of events here very 紧张. 紧张 until what? 紧张 until you go there. Is this a guest B or this is a pop or this or what? Because everything is charm one or what do you think about this?
Basically, I cannot control. That's why a lot of clients sometimes because of budget. I think mostly because of budget. So, but when client come to budget, they will say, "Oh, Cyrus, I want like guest fee." A lot of things what I propose, they will cut. So even though they say, "Oh, for example, very good example, opening usually you get dancers. I propose at least 8 to 10 dancers." Can I say, "Oh, budget very low. Can you cut to 4?" I would say you rather don't have the dancers.
Right, because it looks so shy, it looks so paiseh.
Yes.
Yeah.
You like 4, your stage is like 40 over feet, you only have 4 dancers.
Better don't have.
Better don't have. I rather you do a video presentation as a countdown to kickstart.
Right.
Rather you come out the stage is huge, but you need 4 dancers. So that also your image, also my image, I would rather not to have.
And they don't realize it because usually when you do event, you need to do visualizations.
Correct.
So they don't see that. They always think it's all about costing.
They can't even, sometimes they cannot imagine.
Cannot
They
visualize.
cannot visualize. Imagine how the whole thing can turn out.
And the good thing as an event organizer, you always like very dislike people like me because I always like to be in control with my event.
I know me, I know you for so long. I still can work for you for so long.
Because you know why? Because like for me, I think this is my event. I know the heart and soul of the event. So I somehow feel that yes, I think overall in charge, but the queuing of it and things like that, I will be a better person to be queuing.
Correct, because you know the whole thing.
Yeah.
I believe whenever every single client, I think first thing what I need to know is I need to understand the client. Like I understand, I know what your standard, I know what you like. So when I jump in with you, when you request, I can link what you like.
I see.
I think that's very important that you have to understand, you need to study.
It's a
your
teamwork, right?
Teamwork.
Correct. I mean, the whole idea, we just want to have the best event. Correct. So it doesn't matter whether it's by hook or by crook,
Yes.
that we need to be there. Because like for me, I feel sometimes expectation versus reality.
Yes.
We can do so many dry run, we can discuss so many times, but on the day itself, it's still different.
It's about the link.
Right.
I believe
Correct.
teamwork and that's why to me I always believe teamwork. First thing is teamwork. Second is really have to be alert what is going on.
Correct.
Third, you have to understand your clients.
Correct. And the flexibility.
Yes.
Because though what we discuss, but there will be a lot of things that happen.
Events, yes.
Correct.
Like, for example, you have VIP.
Correct.
He like jam or
Okay.
wedding or something, they'll be late. So
Correct.
how can we swap? So they have to really talk to you,
Isn't it?
discuss how
Yes.
then propose to you.
Correct.
Maybe we can do this first and
Correct.
swap the program. I think that's very important.
Yeah, and then I like it in such a way because like for me, I don't like to use performance that is being played or being done elsewhere. So I create my own performance.
Exactly. I know
So, yeah.
the most lots of ballerina.
Oh yeah, the one Malaysia World Record, okay, it's a lot of effort. Because last year event, last year award, High Flyer Award,
High Flyer
we
Awards.
managed to get Malaysia World Record because we have like 312 ballerina dancing
From the
From
action, from the
but-
body, right?
3 floor actually.
Third floor.
Yeah, from the event itself and from the outside, from the second floor, outside and inside.
Correct.
Okay, so what we do is like we talk the videographer to be shooting it. No one knows it, but you know the satisfaction is
I
like
think it's a wow factor.
yes,
Event really you need to have
Yes.
a wow factor.
the surprise element.
Yes. So
Right.
your guests, your audience
Right.
will remember.
Correct. So times in the game I want to share with people is my budget is not that high, but I think I managed to pull it through.
Definitely you can. That's why you are singing. Who else singing?
Simple reason I think it's all the small little things.
Correct.
Okay, so should we start to
Yes,
dress up
yes.
this
Okay,
beautiful cake here?
I do a bit shortcut, so
Right.
I really layer for two layer cake. So
Right.
I do the final decor on top and do some.
Is there any guideline that say that how many layers should it be?
Actually, no.
No, it's
So,
up to you.
Actually, okay, because now I start the business,
Right.
some client request, can I have 2 layers?
Right.
Can I have?
Right.
Basically, we are quite flexible, like
Right.
what you say.
Right.
Even though baking also can be quite flexible,
Correct.
I can custom make based on what the customer requests.
Right. Now, the most important thing is when you eat each slice, whether it feels good or not, what you see, whether it feels good or not,
Exactly.
as long as you feel love and everything that you see or you eat, doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Correct?
Correct.
So while you are preparing, I'm
Yes.
going to say hi to some of the people here.
Yes.
And let us say, oh, Dati Mini is here. Hi, Dati.
Hi, Dati.
Thank you. Oh my God. So
Also-
we'll be sending you a cake very soon.
Yes,
Here.
yes.
And we have Kelly. We say, oh my God. Kelly say, man who can
Oh,
bake how is
hi,
your
hi,
sexy.
Kelly.
Kelly is your friend, is it?
Yes.
So hi Darren. So my brother is watching. Johnson. Hi. Hi Rachel. Esther is watching. Hello. Okay, Brian. Okay, Brian is always supportive.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so Kelly said the chemistry between client and event owner is very important because it's all flow with trust and confidence.
Yes, actually,
So
Kelly
she-
is my client.
Kelly is client. Very good. So Kelly next time also can invite me also lah. Huh? And we have Rachel, we have Sinigo. Hi everyone. So if you are in the house, please help us to like, comment, and share this Facebook Live so that more people can actually see this amazing event wizard and also aka the what we call it baker wizard. Okay. So here itself, I'll probably start with our first question. Do you remember when we first met?
Well, actually, when you talk about the very first met, I think is with our gardens, the Chinese restaurants we have in some. We met there. Yes, we met there.
Which one, Gardens?
Where someone introduced,
Oh,
we have lunch together. For that,
you know. Okay.
that only
Okay.
appreciate
Okay.
at the event.
Hans room, is it?
Hans Room,
Hans room, yes,
where
Hans
it's
room.
still at ground floor.
Ming room or Hans room?
Hans Room.
Ming room is yes.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, Hans room. Okay, apparently,
Oh, you
right?
remember?
I remember. Apparently, we were introduced by no means mentioned,
yes,
someone that is
Actually, also quite famous.
quite famous for the wrong reason. Okay,
Yes.
but no more explanation needed because this is live.
Actually, we should thank him.
Thanks him,
then we know each other.
Precisely, right? Because I think somehow, somewhere, we kind of get connected and
Yes.
quite click. And in fact, that time, if we talk about 7 years ago, because I back for 8 years, so
Correct.
about 7 years ago means I only back about 1 year.
Correct.
And I know that you did the event, correct? Right?
Yes, I think also before actually I met you once
Ah,
when that event with trailing.
oh.
So trailing came, you came and visit.
Oh, but that time, don't know.
Yeah, don't know. We
Don't
also
know.
met only.
Met only.
Yes.
So that time we haven't really talked lah.
No.
We only talked only when the dim sum.
Yes.
Subsequently, I think we went for a coffee together.
Correct.
And that is where, you know what, I'm here, I want to express my gratitude because that was the year that I started to do my first event, and it's called People Choice Award, and I have never done event before. So I said, Cyrus, do you think that it's possible that for me to do that? And he said, why not? Just go and do it. I will support you no matter what you want. And I was like, that moments of, that kind of support and blessing, I feel like it's very amazing because coming from someone that is already an expert in that, I feel this is what I mean by in the society we need a lot more people to be lifting others up.
I believe, even though my clients or all your friends, I believe support each other is very important.
Isn't it?
Very, very important. To support each other.
Because you somehow, I guess, of course, first of all, we need to give the support.
Correct.
But that also depends. I mean, I'm quite sure that within the means that you can do, you can always let people take a chance to do it first.
Exactly.
Give the benefit of the doubt. Can do the second one or not, that's another thing.
Exactly.
But the first one, I think we need to give them a faith and also guide them along to do this. What do you think?
Correct.
Yeah.
because for me, is I always really believe in support each other. So when you come to support, once I support you, you never know when you get the return. So I believe that when I help you, in the end, come back.
Correct. So we did actually, right? So that's our friendship blossom from there, right?
Exactly.
So I think after that, you were our People Choice Award. Then we become a friend. Then I think most important thing is one of the things that we discover is I asked you this question. I said, Cyrus, you are the owner of this event, but how come you are always wearing black and behind the scene? I thought you are the staff more than the. But remember, I asked you this. I remember that you invited me to the fashion.
Exactly.
Yeah, then I asked you these questions, right?
Because all the while, events to me is really, I think, is a
Job.
It's a job, and I always believe that. I mean, I always think that I'm a backstage person.
Yeah.
So I don't think
you needed to do
come
any.
out correct.
Any branding, nothing in it, right? So I say, why don't you give it a try and do it? You know, come out more often. You know, build relationship with a client and wear suit. I tell you.
Actually, very stressful. Okay.
That is very stressful. I think from the day onwards, let me tell you, I think he has more suit than me. I think he has more suit than me. Number two, I don't think any event organizer has been front cover of a magazine or newspaper for the for any time along this line. I don't think so, but I think that was quite amazing, and I think that is the beginning of everything.
Because of you, because now I'm very conscious when I go out. Oh, are you still free friends? So I make sure
this one cannot simply say. You must say I think now it's called. Are you Cyrus Kim friend?
Oh,
Okay. So before we go to second question, so what have you done? So you just top it up with olive.
pastry cream.
Correct.
So I add
the
nuts.
Salted nuts.
So I add. So later I add some coconut.
Okay.
This is dry coconut.
Okay.
I mix both.
Okay.
One is ready-made, and the other one is fresh. So I roast it.
Okay. So here itself, I want to ask you, when you are pressing this kind of thing, right? Also a skill, you know?
Really?
Right? Sometimes you press something here, oh shit, no more space already, it becomes very small, right?
Correct.
So how do you start from outside in or inside out?
Usually I'll make sure that it's
Oh.
enough. So because really, I have kena few times when
Until here, it's done.
shit, not enough. So I
You
need
put other
to
things
put
up.
more.
You put things up.
You can, but at the end, it doesn't look very good.
I see.
So at the end, I need to, I need to go and beat again and go again. So I also concerned with the cream not enough.
I see.
So then, like what you say,
Right.
then I can add on other decorations
Right.
to make it different.
Make it like it's actually a style, but actually it costs not enough.
Exactly.
So my question is, you do outside in or inside out?
I always do inside.
Why?
Outside,
I know. Let me guess. Is it because like you do inside out, the outer even come out a bit is fine?
correct.
Oh,
Correct.
so smart, you know.
I think you can start baking as well.
Really?
I think next.
No thanks.
I think next we can do really another.
Episode
edition
again?
of just baking.
Okay.
Just to bake.
To me, I don't mind cooking, I don't mind baking, but please don't ask me to do the before and after.
Can. Don't worry. I got two kakak here.
Okay, now here I want to ask you. Of course, we know that doing event is tricky at these situations. Now, this COVID-19 crisis, I think, has kind of made a lot of changes into a lot of people's businesses, especially in tourism and event. Now, here is something I ask you is, how does it affect your business, and what is it a threat or opportunity?
I would say both.
Okay.
Actually, for my event, honestly, since April until now, I don't basically all my event cancel. Really cancel. We have nothing to do and so on. But yet, I'm the founder, so I have to be positive. So during the whole MCO, I need to create a lot of activity with my team and so on. But so that's why during the whole MCO and so on, then I start baking back. I start to do my baking and so on. So some of my friends say, hey, why don't you start pop-up store and so on? So this is an opportunity.
Correct.
So my event actually is the lead.
But And to be fair, all this while you always love baking.
Yes,
I remember that Christmas you will bake us a Christmas cake.
Yes,
right?
because baking to me is I sometimes honestly I don't know what to give to friends.
Right.
So they may everything and
Right.
also worry they may I get something they may not like.
Correct.
They're not used and
Correct.
not used and so on. So why don't I do something that outside you totally can buy?
That is a
Okay.
cake
So I
specially baked by you.
Correct.
Correct?
Correct.
And then no one generally will reject cake.
Yes.
Even you
It's a
not
good cake.
even you probably not a sweet tooth person, receiving a cake is also a very happy thing. Isn't it?
Correct.
I see. So here itself, for the event part, you are also doing more digital.
Yes. Okay. Lucky. We started digital since last year. We start very slow, so we really start doing digital, like digital campaign, even though some website and so on. So even though during the whole MCO, yes, no events, but I still have some internet. Social media events.
Yes.
Even though I do training, online
Right.
training for my clients,
Right.
all the video taking and so on. So actually, we have to pivot to those
Yeah.
social media and so on.
I think the issue here is more of like the education part, right? Because earlier on we have a small discussion. So everyone thinks digital is very cheap.
No, don't,
Uh-huh.
really,
Really, right?
A lot of people
They
think
think digital is like opening a Facebook account.
exactly.
Correct? So easy, so cheap. But they didn't realize that digital world is a very big world.
Exactly.
Correct.
Yeah,
There are
really.
and the thing is, in the digital world, there are so many strategies you can be doing.
Correct.
It depends
Correct.
what kind of strategy you like to apply. But let me tell you, all Cyrus clients out there, remember this, digital is the best way now is because COVID-19 has helped a lot of people to embrace technology.
Correct.
Which means
Correct.
you don't have to educate the consumer about using digital. But that is the best way for you to plug in something called collecting data.
Correct.
Because you see, at the end of the day, when you do event in the mall, let's say, when you collect data, you have to collect manually. Correct? And then the data can only collect for those people that came to the event.
Exactly.
But when you reach the same budget you put to digital, you can reach out a lot more.
You can reach out.
Yes. So
I believe on that.
Isn't it?
Yes, I believe on that.
So I feel that I think maybe everyone or every company should give it an opportunity to give it a try.
Correct.
But of course, don't do it for the sake of doing.
Yes.
You must do it with the data collections.
Exactly.
Correct.
Because I believe on that because digital really very easy to get data collections. All your what connections so you do events probably
You can lock them down.
because event you only can invite 200 max. But if you do it social media digital event, you can reach maybe 2,500.
5-6 figure.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So that's why I think like for me, I have like 3 events going on this year. So I all do hybrid. So I all do this online because I feel that why not? The reach out is more. I think my sponsor is happy, my people are happy, I'm happy, right?
Exactly.
Correct. So I think that is amazing. So remember this, okay? Now, here is something earlier on we talked about personal branding. Remember that we start being the cover of magazine. Do you think that helps in your business?
I used to not believe. That's why I always
Oh, you don't believe that?
I used to really don't believe that. But I think after I transformed,
Exploring, right?
actually it really made a difference. When you do, when you really dress up, your client or even though some of your competitor,
Right.
they really see you differently.
Correct. And the most important thing is because you can lock it down with you are taking this project is because Cyrus Chin is here. So it's not easily the project being taken away from to other people because there won't be Cyrus Chin there.
Correct.
And you know that in event, right, it's so easy to be transferring here and there.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
It's all about hiring another event organizer or maybe get a few event organizers and to pitch
Yes.
and who is cheaper, who is what,
So
right?
basically now people remember Cyrus Chin.
Yes.
So I think that's very important.
Correct. And then that Cyrus Chin itself will make it a little bit better in terms of relationship building.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
See, so good. Oh my God, I'm so happy.
Thank for CV.
No, I think it's also because you are willing to do it. I'm so happy.
I think God sent you.
Oh, sorry. God sent us to each other.
Yes.
Last life we are brothers.
Correct.
So this time we probably meet a little bit too late. But late better than never.
Yes.
Correct.
So too late.
So I mean, like we always say, even though like now I'm busy and he's busy, but occasionally we still catch up and things like that. But I feel that the bonding, I think, is because we already have great bonding in the early days. Somehow people will say we don't really have to be meeting every day to be bonded. So I feel that it's all about the heart that counts. And like occasionally you get kicks from him and things like that. That's also about a sweet gesture.
Correct.
Right? So here itself, I think, remember earlier on, I'm very particular about relationship building. Now, I always say, like buying hamper, buying all these things, I think it's a waste of money because it's not personalized.
Correct. When you talk about that, actually, every year, I think how I keep connection with my client, every Christmas, like what you just mentioned, I'll really personally bake fruit cakes.
Yes.
Send to my clients.
It's really very good. Yeah, but it's too much, and the moment
Too much or what?
no,
Too much.
too much of love. No, actually,
Or calories.
frankly speaking, at first when I take the fruit cake, right, it's so delicious. But the moment I find out that each bite is how many calories inside, I almost pee on my pants. Because fruit cake, it has the highest calorie among all the cakes. Am I right?
Not really. There's
All the calories, right?
It's worth it.
It's worth it,
It's worth it.
Because every bite I'll think of you, right?
You remember, actually my fruit cake,
Yes.
even until now, some of my friends will ask me,
Yeah.
are you sending, every year they will hope for
Are you still
I'll
sending?
send them a fruit. If client asks, I mean
Oh,
December
yeah.
So probably this year will be slightly different.
Xiu Yong.
Maybe, but I do have clients who did ask me every year before.
Right.
Before
Are you sending cake?
Yes, I'm sending cake.
Yes. I think it's very personal, right? And of course, you can also buy cake and sell it. But it's very different from you bake yourself and sell. Because the effort behind it, people will appreciate it. Correct or not? Because the moment they know that it's personalized, they will appreciate it a lot. So I find that is a very good gesture, and you have done a great job. With that personal branding, with the relationship building, is what I always teach and always preach, that we need to be personalized.
Yes.
And I see that one more thing that I think that you have done a great job all this year is you kind of like narrow down in terms of your expertise in terms of your event. Because when you ask another event about they probably do everything, everything also do this, also do that. I find that also may not be a good branding, because when you can do everything, you are not expert in everything.
Correct.
So I think you kind of find your niche,
Yes.
especially in the beauty brand.
Correct.
And I find that is a very good position.
Yes.
What do you think? Is it a plan, or is it somehow happened?
Actually, it somehow happened.
Okay.
So through so many years, actually my clientele changed.
Okay.
So only when come to this, I think about 6, 7 years, really mostly is my beauty clients.
I see.
So from there, I think I learned a lot. So when it comes to beauty, really a lot of things very, very personal.
Take into consideration.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So a lot of soft touch and really, but I'm a person also very sensitive, a lot of soft touches as well. That's why you will see all the cake, right? You cannot get the same design every time. When I used to bake, like for example, very good example is
Right.
because most of the things that I base on scents,
Right.
baking and so on.
Right.
So even though events are also based on scents. When I go for the events, I see something is not right, I'll tell my team, call supplier, change it. Because
Right.
it doesn't look
Correct.
good, the whole event.
You somehow already have the flair in it, but sometimes you cannot explain. Because I totally agree with you. This one is like, when you look at the big picture, you somehow feel that it's misaligned, or
Right.
this part doesn't just match it.
Yes.
But do you explain it? I think this one is the sense.
the sense.
Correct.
So even though sometimes I will try to let go for my staff over sell out, so I will go before the event to check. So when I see the problems, I'll tell my staff, okay, you have to move it. But I really said, I have to move it, client come remove it. Why don't you move before client comes?
Correct.
Because I know what client. That's why I
Correct.
say I understand client is very important.
But you are not being anal, but I guess as long as we are changing it for perfections or changing it for the good reason, then I think that this is what we want to move. So that's why, like in my event also, I kind of do a lot of small little touches, and my team asks me, why do we have to do that?
Actually, really make a difference.
Yes, because example, like my HFA award, one of the things that I do is like, they have the coffee table book.
Correct.
So each awardees are in their table.
Alright.
Now, I purposely put the bookmark on their particular page.
Understand.
Because all their guests are there for the awardee.
Correct.
So I think like these small little touches
It makes a difference.
rather than just log in, right? Yeah. So I think all these things, I think you must love small details.
I think all these really, first you really, I mean all these small details that you give additional, can't really like it. So sometimes even though not additional money or something, it's the additional touch they never expect.
Yes.
You go into that kind of details.
Correct. And that is what we call surprise element.
And also a personal touch.
Personal touch. And that is what other people cannot take away.
Correct.
Because once you build that, you will be, the bonding is already there.
Yes.
Da, da, da. So are we done with this?
Yes, this is done.
So this is how it looks like.
This is how
Okay, so it's a strawberry and this is the pineapple.
This is the fresh pineapple.
Oh, it's a
baking.
fresh pineapple.
It's a fresh one. I bake it.
And the small one.
This one?
This one, yeah.
Yes, this is all. Actually,
This
it's so
how big
big.
is it?
So big.
Okay.
After you bake
It
it,
becomes this size. Oh my god. I thought it's a small
no, I thought
pineapple.
this is like some flower pineapple. That's why I like to use fresh ingredients.
You know what? I recently just got a fruit present. It's a pineapple. And I just figured out eating pineapple can be cut the top up and then you can just pick
Pick
up.
up.
Oh my
You
god!
can just do it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, do it.
You can peel it, you know? Is that the way that you know it for a long time?
We will still go for traditional.
Because apparently it's a lot of work, right?
Yeah, we still go for traditional. And you slide it, you
Right,
still
right,
do
right.
the kakak style.
Yeah, kakak
style
style,
on the
kakak
side, on the
style.
side. We
And
need
then
to do that.
right?
Even though this also we do that way.
I see. But so then you do that. Do you caramelize that also?
No, because pineapple is so really sweet.
Sweet, yeah.
Unless we do like orange candy, yes, I'll add in sugar. But this one I need dry.
Correct.
You know, you can't really stand to
Correct.
create like the
Correct.
flower shapes and so on.
So here itself, the visual of it, the only reason that the visual will be different is because it's unique on its own. You can only find it here at what is our
C for
Instagram?
cake.
C for cake. Please join the Instagram ID,
C.for
okay? Your order, you definitely will give you a good
You
discount.
mentioned Steve Wee, you
No
get
need.
you
You
get
mention
discount.
Stevie, mention Cyrus, you almost get no,
You
love discount, huh?
additional
Correct.
ingredients.
Now, here itself, the visual and all this is based on your agar-agar feeling lah.
Yes, I got
And
it.
all this is you probably can find lah.
Right.
Okay, let's go before the next question. Let me take a look and see. Wow, you have who? You have Fujin. Fujin Lau is your people.
Mine, yes, mine.
Rachel Kao. Ong Kelly. Ong Kelly is damn your big supporter, definitely,
I
right?
send one cake to you.
Okay, you pass. Because you comment so much, I'm going to send you a cake already. And we have like Kokian, Koyan, Rachel Kao, Penny. Oh my god. Okay, so if you really love the cake, you want to stand a chance to send it to you, can you please maybe type in the comment, what should type?
Most creative comment.
Most
No,
creative.
send-
Don't you have to
send.
say one day. You just say love, okay?
Okay.
Love. Okay, you type the love. Then I tell you, right, the best one, I think Cyrus will think in a way that they can send you. Just put love, because why? Love is the foundation of the cake.
Yeah.
Love is the foundation of your company.
Love is caring.
Love is the fundamental of the society. Love
Yes,
is mankind. So
yes.
I think love will be a good word for this,
Exactly.
right? So please type comment love. Then after that, we will be doing it. Okay, now what we're gonna say is, since we talk about love, can we also say about, like, remember we all talk about in Malaysia we are diversity, correct? All races, all kind of people, all ages, and all this. Now we talk about embracing diversity all the time, but how come there's still a lot of judgmental, whether it's between races, between upper society level, between this. Now, what is your thought about it?
Honestly, those judgmental, we cannot control.
Right.
We cannot do anything.
Right.
But I think we have to really stay positive. What they say, I mean, we have to do our best. You can't really please everyone. Even though I, for example, I talk about events, cake, I cannot please all the customers.
Correct.
There's one or two may comment.
Right.
Like my cake is expensive.
Right.
My cake is the ingredient is not suitable, and so on. I can't. But I will just do my best.
You know, I always like want to say this. I say, like now you're doing the cake, right? You don't force people to buy.
Yes, I do.
Right. Don't force to buy. I feel like if you like the cake, you buy. I appreciate it.
Correct.
But if you don't like it, it's a personal preference.
Correct. So
I think people don't need to say anything.
Yes.
Correct. Now, when you say that, wow, the cake is too expensive, on what definition when you say that word expensive?
Exactly.
Because the value to us are all different, isn't it?
Correct.
So that's why, like I know that I bought a cake for you also, and your team charged me this expensive. I don't even say anything, and then until you say, actually we overcharge you.
So I feel so bad. I quickly the next time. I'm so sorry. My staff said charge you a wrong figure, so I will bang in back your money.
And then I say that actually it's not an issue because I feel that for you, I think maybe the ingredients are there, and maybe it's your positioning. All I want to do is to support, and besides that, I think the cake is nice. So for me, is the value of it is there.
Exactly.
So, but I just feel that like what I say is like if you like the MCO, then you like it, that's fine. If you don't like, no need to say so much because we have full of a lot of judgmental remarks and things like that. Now, when you're saying that not nice, right? I guess you are not lifting other people up.
Exactly.
You're putting people
down.
down.
To be negative.
Correct, right? And then the thing is, this MCO has created another opportunity for you.
Yes.
The first thing is you want to see as much support.
Correct.
Okay, you see, I always like this say, now, if people think that you don't bake it nice, well, give you comment.
Correct.
And we improve. Correct? If people think that we are not rich enough for you, teach me how to be rich. Then we will do our best to it.
Correct.
But by just judging and say the thing without any
you will tell me like, I agree. You tell me the cake. Oh, this too sweet. Okay, I take comment.
Correct.
I will improvise the cake again.
But just don't say it's too expensive. It's too what?
Actually, same with events.
Right.
Whatever sometimes client will what the proposal I did and so on, we present.
Right.
The first thing that Cyrus is very expensive. I said no, very expensive. When you go into details that we provide the item, compare. I mean, they sometimes they compare to other agency, but we cannot compare with if the thing is different. Right. So you can't just like judgmental to talk about that.
A lot of people when they say, hey, you're very expensive. Then I say, you know what? I am very expensive. It is what? Right? Because it really depends. And the thing is, if you want to be doing this way that expensive, which means if I'm expensive, I also make your event expensive, then why not? Correct? So I guess it's okay.
Even though some of them really say my cake is expensive. I said if you think expensive, then you tell me your budget. I'll do below what I can do.
No, don't do that. When you say it's expensive, it's because you have expensive taste. That's why your taste is expensive. And this is for you. Well, if you don't feel that you are expensive, then don't buy it.
Even though some customer request, can I do this, can I do that? If really, I think, because you trust my cake, then really my expertise to do. So I'm just saying, in that case, you get someone to do it. So I'm not the kind of baker I can do that.
Correct.
It's not because of
anyway. There's no, you cannot buy this cake. It's priceless to be frank. Okay, because it made out of love. It made by Cyrus Chin. Okay, period. Okay, if you don't like it, never mind. Go and buy from other bakery. But because this one, really by love, somehow you taste it, it's always different.
I'll always try to bake something really out from outside. I mean, different from outside.
Correct.
So they can't compare.
Maybe one day we will try a spicy cake.
Okay.
Huh? Sounds good, huh?
Actually, last month I did a roti canai cake.
Wow, is it okay? Amazing.
Turned out amazing.
Right.
Huge.
So what you use as a base?
I use really roti canai.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
base at roti canai.
Right.
So I have a blue marker because somehow you have to more localize.
I see.
Coconut, blue marker, banana.
Mm.
So chocolate, I blend now with the blue marker.
Ooh.
Same thing, I use the coconuts. I
Okay.
toast it and I toss together with coconut.
My birthday is coming, so we will plan a birthday cake very soon already. Yeah. Okay. So you see, very fast. It's already last 15 minutes already.
Yes.
Do you think that we should be doing a little bit that to show that this is a real cake? Maybe we should make it in such a way to have me, okay, for both of us to have a taste of it. And then when we taste of it, you know what happened? We have to describe the taste more. How about that? Okay. So
I'll need to get my knife.
okay, go ahead and do it. While I say hi to some of the people here. Wow. Rachel say will love you higher than mountain, deeper than sea. Okay. And what Rachel Tao is your who?
My jam.
Oh, Jiva. And Love and Serene Low send your love to you. Okay, Fujin Lao is also sending out the message. Oh my god, all these are your fan base. I don't see any of my friends here. Any of my friends, I say, hey, please, this is my last episode. Please give me more support. Type, comment, and share this, okay? Now we have Lion. Hi, Lion. You also want to taste? Definitely, I'm going to give you. Evelyn, please try. Very good. Amazing. I think this is so amazing because people will see this. Candice Orange, send love to you.
Oh, hi, Candice.
Okay. We have Jaru saying hi. Kevin Cole say hi.
Hi.
Kevin Cole. Hi.
Hi, Kevin Coy. Hi, Kevin.
And Celine Low. And
Oh,
Sylvia
Celine Low is my small boss.
Oh, small balls. Okay. Jessica Black Peony asks, can have a close up on your beautiful cake or not?
Yes.
Can, of course. Sylvia even can deliver to Ipoh. Don't worry. If you want, we will order for you. But minimum purchase needed. Okay, Danny says it's amazing. Hey, you know Jessica Black Peony say what? He say, I think both of you should wear masks. Saliva all dropping on your cake. Don't worry, the cake is for us to eat.
Yes.
So it's not for
Yes,
yourself.
yes, not sharing.
Not for sharing, okay? You can finish all. Okay. And
You want to go official?
yeah, I will have it. My question is this a special knife?
Not really.
You know, like some of the knife, right? Cut halfway cannot cut.
Oh, okay. Actually, there is questions that a lot of people ask.
Right.
Because usually my cake is lots of ingredients.
Right. How to cut it?
So usually, if you use normal plastic knife, it's impossible.
Okay.
So usually you use metal.
Okay.
The knife is easier.
Okay.
So you want me cut or you cut?
Why don't you cut one? I cut one.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see. You can hold it a little bit, right? Before everything just peel off, right?
Correct.
You cut one slices, right there. Yeah, take a look. Yeah, I will try to cut. You know what? I think this one I cut. This is the hardest part. I let you try this guy. I tell you this one, I don't even know where to start, okay? Like this part is too nice really. How to do this?
Usually this, I'll just remove.
Okay, this one means that you remove first, you cut, and then you put on top back. Smart move.
So after you cut.
Then you put it back, right?
Yes.
Oh my god, we have done it all wrong all this while. We were so kanchiong to do it, right? Don't tell me this is the same. This is different.
This is about the same.
About the same. So you take the big one out and cut it.
Yes. So usually this, you will cut it, the big one, the big fruits, you will distribute to the plates.
My god, all this while I've been doing the wrong thing.
Okay,
Everything smudged.
One of my staff,
right,
or her friend ordered a cake.
Right.
They asked me,
right,
how, she asked my staff,
right,
how can I cut the cake? There's so many fruits.
right.
Then my staff answered, my boss only care the good cake, they don't care how to cut.
It means, I think that makes a lot of sense. Because you order the cake, what I do is just to deliver you the cake as a whole,
I
right?
just make sure the cake look good,
Right,
the ingredient
right,
is good,
right.
the filling
Right,
is good,
right.
but how to cut, I
I'm not
really
sure.
don't care.
Okay. My question, has any of your customer asked you, can you cut for me before you gave it to me?
At the moment, no.
No, right?
Because mostly birthday cake.
I
Mostly
see.
a birthday cake.
Okay.
So when I bring a cake to my friends,
Yeah.
any party,
Yeah,
they will always ask me,
right.
I'm not a baker, I'm the cutter.
Okay. Let me tell you something. Okay, cake, right, is not for you to cut. Cake is to look good. Okay? How you eat it is up to you.
Yes.
But most important, when you eat it, you feel love enough already.
Correct.
You don't care already. Okay?
Correct.
Cake is what? Cake is for picture purposes, look good purposes, sending purposes. That's all. Okay? So now we are going to try the cake.
Yeah. Let me.
Oh, okay. Okay, we have some questions in the house. Is it? Question. Let me see. Okay. Where? Where's the questions? Keeps. What did the question say? Penny say what? 打包 is it?
Do you do minis for all type of cake? Because
Do you?
you want to order all at once.
Oh, she asked you to do all like mini of it. Maybe you can try,
Actually, I'm exploring now because
Mini.
now I'm doing collaborations
Right.
with pop.
Right.
I'm doing mini drunken forest.
Like mini, actually, frankly speaking, it's not that mini, but it's
It
kind
is
of like
size.
because this
But
one we
size.
see in the bakery sometimes we have the
Correct.
cake, right?
It's
Yeah.
like one slight portions.
One side portion, but it's also the hardest to make.
Yes, because you have to exactly the same.
Correct.
That one you really have to look individual. Same.
Correct.
Yeah.
So would I have a slice?
You prefer strawberry or this?
I think it's fine. Most of it. Okay, so this is my slice. Okay, let me tell you, y'all cannot do it because this got my saliva. Okay, nah. Okay, so bad. Okay, I let you cut your piece and then we
It's
try
supposed to cut,
together.
right?
Oh yeah. I cut. I take it up for
Okay,
you.
take out.
Let me serve you. Yeah. Okay, this is the one, right?
Yes.
I hold the strawberry. Right?
Yes.
Oh, I hope it don't lump.
You won't know.
Oh, it's very solid. Huh?
Yes.
Oh shit. Sorry, my hand.
I'll prepare.
Okay, come. You see how come I put nicely for you standing, you might lump only. What?
Usually cake is this way.
Oh really?
Easy for you to scoop.
Liar. Just because lump, you say that it's not this way. You think I don't know? Okay, so now let's give it a try, okay?
What want to show
This
them
is
what's inside?
pina
colada.
colada. Okay, so what is it? Come.
Okay.
Okay.
Cake, pineapple butter cake
Mm-hmm.
with pineapple jam that I cook myself
Right.
with Malibu.
Right?
Then layer with coconuts.
Right.
Then this is pastry cream
Ah.
twins.
Ah.
So there's 3-4 layers.
I just wonder whether this is a bakery show or a high fire, right? But it doesn't matter. This is the most important thing. We have fun and we have a chit chat.
Correct.
Right? Let's try it a little bit. Yeah. Wrong.
How is the thing? I added a bit salt. So it tastes a bit salty and sweet. So it won't taste too sweet.
For me, cake, very important, it must be moist. Because a lot of cakes, right, they're tendency on the dry side. So I don't really like it. I find this cake is very moist. And I think it play around with a bit of taste. Right? We have salty, we have sweet, we have pineapple, we have alcohol, we have coconut, right? So in almost like every bite, right, you kind of like you can taste almost.
Actually, you can taste different. Every single bite you can. Sometimes you can find additional taste or something. Even though the jam I call is spices.
The jam is not the usual jam.
No. It's
Yeah.
not the Chinese sugar.
And the cream also tastes very different,
Yes.
right? Right. Because I think the most important thing is like the bite, right? It has a I think if I have a coffee now, it's very good, right?
Yes.
Because it's like
Somehow cake go very well with coffee.
Coffee, right?
Yes.
Not tea, you know.
Somehow it's coffee.
Mm.
Somehow it's still coffee.
It's very
Bitter and so on.
Yeah, it's amazing. I think the cake is so nice, right? So remember this is if you want to buy the cake, you an over for you. Okay?
Yes.
Add you on C.
C dot
C dot,
for
okay.
cakes.
Okay, let me see. What? No, wear bikini and eat this Malibu cake. This Malibu cake. No, this pina colada cake.
Yes.
Okay, and Rachel said don't eat all, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Never mind. We just eat first, and then we just share with you. And
Rachel, I'll bake another one for you.
I will eat on your behalf. Okay. So I think we are almost to the end, and of course, thank you for the friendship.
Thank you.
Thank you for the love. Thank you for I always call like anyone send me things. I always call it love, right? Because it's not even an item.
Correct.
Because the
I see
effort. Because the I gauge the item that is being sent based on the effort
Correct.
and the intention behind it. So whether the thing is expensive or not, it's still a love coming out from it.
Yes.
And so maybe we should wrap it up with the last question that we'll ask is, we need more kindness in the society. What
Yes.
do you think?
That's why I always send cake to you.
You're
Kind. I think,
too kind, that one. You add on to my tummy, too kind already.
I think really in the society we really need a lot of kindness
Correct.
surrounding us. I think once, not just kindness, positive will bring in kindness as well.
Correct.
So once I think surrounding, once you have kindness, we don't have so many arguments. We don't have so many negative energy, like what you just now mentioned. The questions that people how judgments. I think kindness really can overtake.
You see, like sometimes being kindness means also embracing each other perspective.
Correct.
Like, I may not agree with you. I may not like the cake. It's fine. But we don't have to always sound our opinion.
Correct.
What do you think?
Correct. I
Right.
agree.
And the fact is, like here in the kindness part itself, I always find that in the business environment is already so harsh and so
Correct.
cold. Our life is already quite tricky.
Correct. Why have to be so
Correct, isn't it? And then every day, I always say this, at least we go to work, we do whatever it is, and like today we're doing this Facebook Live, at least we enjoy the moments,
Yes, enjoy.
right? If not,
Do you know when you ask me, I really stressed for a few days like that. What kind of cake I should I do? Should I just do one or do two or do three? How? Whether should I? So really, but it's a good stress.
but it's exciting.
So you
right?
need me go and do some research.
Yeah.
What can I do
Correct.
that I also can showcase something
Right.
different?
To be fair, I'm very proud of it because this is the first time this cake has been Facebook Live on.
No,
So your
first
virgin
time
blood
I-
already.
first time in my life I bake this cake.
Ah,
I really do quite a lot of research, how pina colada cake should look like. Then I change my own way.
a lot of people first time is with 5 already. No, but it's very true. It's like I always feel life is about experiencing things.
Yes,
We need to experience a lot of first time.
correct.
Then we can call it a life.
Correct.
If we have been doing it again and again and again and again, that is very, 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 very boring.
Exactly.
Right?
Even though I want to try something, actually this
Mm.
is my second or third time I tried the pineapple flowers.
Ah,
First time the chutney, the throw again.
what happened to the first time?
Because first time, because I do research, I
Yeah.
see someone, I go and find those easy way how to do it.
Mm.
I lay flat,
Mm.
so it come out doesn't know with flowers.
Mm.
So second time, I overcook.
Mm.
The whole thing become really
First of all,
no, very hard.
okay,
It's
good.
like it's
Cannot
like
even
you.
eat about it. Okay.
Okay. So this time I tried it
Okay.
and it worked it
I
very well.
see. Nice. Oh, this is the first time they go well.
Yes.
Oh my god, you are so lucky. You are taking a very, very big but because you know why? Today we bless this Facebook Live with so much love and so much positivity. That's why everything that happened today will be always be blessed.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I take this opportunity to wish you overcome this crisis,
Yeah, of
right? And go to your back your glory days
Yes.
of Bravo, become one of the
I
best
can't wait to do
event
another event for you.
too expensive.
Brother.
Brother. And I feel like not only you, to everyone out there, stay strong,
Stay
right?
positive.
Stay positive, and I think always believe there is always a solution to everything.
Yes.
And be kind to everyone because now is a tough time. It's very easy for
Sometimes
us.
it's better.
Correct. It's very easy for us to be frustrated
Correct.
or taking other people for advantage.
Yes.
But don't do that.
Mm.
Always remember, karma is a bitch.
Yes.
As long as you remember that,
Always what comes around.
correct, what goes around come around. And like this kind of friendship that I have, I treasure it a lot because we always must remember that on our journey to success, we always need a lot of support.
Correct.
And we will never know
Connections.
connections, and we never know whether, even though that we don't do anything, but we don't know that in the future we will do
Correct.
something
We don't
together.
know.
And I always say, no matter what, once you build the bridge, don't burn the bridge.
Correct.
No matter what happened,
Mm.
okay? And I don't know what kind of emotions I have now because 23 weeks is quite a long time. And
I'm very lucky I'm the last. And you also can have so many kids.
so I have thank to all my guests, thank to Cyrus, 22 guests of mine for supporting like Amber, Trilling, Nothing New, okay, so many of them, right? I can't probably remember. I probably would write a posting to thank every one of you, and of course Cyrus to wrap it up is. The emotion is very mixed because at the same time, I find that it's hard to let go. But another thing, if you don't let go, you cannot start a new thing.
Correct.
So there is always a chance for new things to come up. And I always believe this because we are all trendsetter,
Yes.
we are all survivor,
We all survive.
we won't die one.
We won't die.
And with that itself, we hope that we inspire everyone else around us to be better. Now, if you find that you have any difficulty, obstacle, and stress, what you need to do, just order this cake and just eat.
This is a very good distress.
Right. Because the momentary, you just forget about everything and you just feel that you are in heaven. Right?
Exactly.
Other than that, thank you very much for supporting.
Thank you.
Okay, and I'll see you very soon. Hi-Fi Asia will be announcing a lot of new projects coming up, and also Bravo and also your cakes will be announcing a lot of different things around. So stay tuned for more exciting things. Other than that, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.